you very much.
I call Alistair Scott.
Mr Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to speak on this amendment bill. As I've said before, Mr Speaker, this is a part of a multi-pronged approach to supporting first home buyers into their homes. Currently, first home buyers are eligible for a grant of $3,000 after 3 years, $4,000 after 4 years, $5,000 after 5. Now, this amendment will, and the Housing Start has doubled that amount to $6,000 after 3, $8,000 after 4, and $10,000 after 5 years. This amendment gives access to those first home buyers of an additional $521 per year that they've participated in the scheme. So there is no silver bullet to solving what is giving access to getting those first home buyers in. It's part of it is the low interest rate environment that we have. Part of it is the growing economy that we have. Part of it is the real wage growth that we have in this economy, sir. So this amendment alters or affects the demand side. We've talked about the supply and the demand side. This affects the demand side. It does increase and support the demand side that only relates to the first home buyers, because they're the people that we're wanting to support at this point in the cycle. Now, the people on the other side have been talking about the core issue being the supply, but they've totally disregarded the special housing areas that have been opened up. They've totally disregarded the fact that there is a housing boom on right now across the country. They've totally disregarded 23,000 new consents in the last 12 months. They've totally disregarded, if they chose to look around as they drive through various electorates, Botany, Henua and Waimakariri, sir. There's a lot of houses, a lot of development. It only needs you to drive around, jump in a car and look for yourselves. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. So, sir, I'd like to also mention the town of Carterton. Just yesterday, sir, in the local newspaper, in the New Zealand Herald, the Carterton is the North Island's fastest growing town.
Is that right?
North Island's fastest growing town, Carterton. 16% increase in population in the last 6 years, 2.3% in the last 12 months. It's predicted that Carterton will run out of zoned land in about 15 years. So that means that the council are thinking ahead. They're thinking about the infrastructure that they're going to be required for the increased population. They're thinking about rezoning more land for more houses, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. And the reason that it's growing so fast, sir, is because there's a good connection to the Wellington City. And I tell you, the key point here is the average home there is a very affordable $270,106. So that's affordable. That is very affordable. It is well under the cap that this piece of legislation relates to for that town, which is $350,000, sir. So things are working, things are working as they should, where people are attracted to growing towns, growing economies, regional economies, close to major cities, where affordable housing is available. Now, the other option, of course, is to have central planning. Just build 100,000 houses. What a great idea that is, not? I mean, imagine that. All these houses planned and designed by the Labour Party. Planned and designed. Built by the Labour Party. Imagine the slogan. Imagine the slogan. Open home, Saturday afternoon, 2 till 4 o'clock. Homes specially designed for you by the Labour Party. How many people would turn up? How many people would turn up? None. None. The idea that you can go out there and create and buy or build 100,000 homes without affecting the market, without affecting the supply. I mean, where are you really going to find the land to build 100,000 homes? And who are you really going to buy it off? Who are you planning to buy it from? No answer. There is no answer to that question from that side. They have no idea where they're going to find the land from. Sorry? Oh, I don't know where they'll find it from. Whether it's a ridiculous idea that's impractical and is only going to... It's quite sanctimonious, isn't it? That these guys think that they know best for the people of New Zealand. They know best for first-home buyers. They think they can plan a future, a home, for a first-home buyer by putting them where? Well, they will decide. It's not for the individual. See, that's the difference. We think the individual, the people of New Zealand, have the right and the ability to decide for themselves where and when they would like to live. Whereas the other side, they want to plan for the people of New Zealand. They want to decide where those people can choose to live. That is the difference between this side and the other side. The other side also suggests a capital gains tax being some sort of problem, some sort of solution, when it's really just a problem. It's only going to accentuate what is not yet a bubble in Auckland, by the way, but is only going to, it'll certainly, the Governor of the Reserve Bank has not described it as a bubble. There is not the indebtedness that the Labour Party would like to think that is the definition of a bubble. But I tell you what, you put a capital gains tax in, as suggested by that party, and the free capital that is available, the capital that we need to invest in the regions and the real economy, into real jobs, will be attracted to the Auckland housing market. That's what the capital gains tax will do. And it was mentioned yesterday, it's known as the Mansion effect. So the more money that, if you can, you will get as much money as you possibly can together to buy the largest, the biggest, the flashiest house, because, of course, the capital gain associated with your family home under that party's policy would be exempt. I mean, why would you want to invest in something that is in the real economy, where you have to potentially be taxed by that party, when you can simply go and buy your own family home and be exempt? Now, the other idea from the opposition, from the Green Party today, was also forgetting where the money comes from. The Green Party thinks it grows on trees, and as you'd expect, it is not the solution. I'm trying to illustrate, sir, that I'm doing a very good job actually at illustrating how our multi-pronged approach is effective, it is working, and the alternatives that you are trying to constructively put, which are failing, is just a nonsense. Because money does not grow on trees. You must, if you're going to centrally plan and have the government build houses or invest in houses, you're forgetting the taxpayer, who is apparently going to fund or subsidise the building program proposed by that party. I mean, my voters and my electorate in the Wairarapa are not interested in subsidising a building program proposed by the Greens to build more houses in Auckland. That just doesn't work. You've got to let the market do what it's allowed to do. You have to support the infrastructure, the process that allows people to make their own decision on where and when and how they want to live. Thank you, sir.